Hello, welcome back, welcome back. Don't forget to share, like, and comment. Today's video will be about what is happening in foreign policy today, uh, what is happening in foreign policy in general. And today video, I want to highlight something really dangerous that the world is going through right now. As you know, this week, the Ukrainian army dared to have an incursion to in the Kursk region of Russia. Basically, we're taking the war that was mainly in Ukraine inside of Russia. And you know, last week before that, U.S. and the European had authorized Ukraine to attack to attack in the Russian territory, given authorization to attack Russian territory. As you know, in this war, has been a lot of warning by Putin for escalation if something happen. But I really believe he's been patient. He's been patient. He's been patient. And the Western leader, who are the proxy of Kiev regime, Ukrainian regime, are using the Ukrainian regime as a proxy to destabilize Russia. You know, the Russia is not the old Russia no more. The 80s, when they took out Ukraine out of Russia. Okay? Today, Russia is a modern society, and their life is better than before. We remember the 80s when it wasn't even a bread. When the Soviet Union collapsed, it wasn't even a bread in a Russian supermarket. So, but now, they as developed as like any other country. They're even overtaking Germany as the largest economy now because their size and the territory that we're taking from Ukraine actually have value that's going to be added. So as you know, this war started with the European and American deciding, hey, we want Ukraine to be part of NATO, and we want to use Ukraine as a staging ground to start something with Russia. For an average person, you would not see it like that. For people like us who do foreign policy a lot, we know what's going on. We know what is reality are. As you know, Vladimir Zelensky came to power with the promise of making peace with Russia. When he came to power, that's what he promised. But then he want to be part of NATO, which was a red line for the Russian. Not only that, we had a 14-year peace deal that was supposed to be implemented. He refused to implement that. So the Russians decided we've been waiting 14 years, so we got to do something. You know, and then we decided to attack Ukraine to claim those areas that is under control of the Russian-speaking people. This kind of war usually don't happen in European land. It happens mostly in the African land because like racial tension sometimes is over there. But this time, these people in the Donbass area that Russia tried to claim have a big brother that decided to help them, which happened to be Russia. So as you know, this week, I'm going to show you a footage of Ukrainian troop inside of Russia, right? Later in this video. Okay? And this is just like a a red line for Putin. But another red line has been crossed. I think this war is going to be taken more seriously by Putin now than ever before. I still remember that guy, his name is Pergozin, the guy who was trying to actually escalate this war. Pergozin was telling this to Putin a long time ago to take this war seriously. You know, Russia, Putin decided to just like take it slowly, try to wind down the Ukrainians until they give up. But he forget that all the help that Ukrainian is getting is not stopping. These Western leaders and the defense industry are making a lot of money by supporting the Ukraine. The defense industry in Europe is up, and USA is making a lot of money, and Europeans are losing in the area of energy because they're not getting the cheap Russian gas no more. But they're buying the same gas from India and China at higher price. And they're buying liquefied gas from USA at almost double the price. So their economy not going to be surviving all this winter for paying high prices and these things. As you can see in Germany, the industry are collapsing because of the energy prices. Household price, energy prices is up all over Europe. And this war these war too are creating famine in a lot of countries. It's creating a lot of uncertainty, a lot of inflation all over the world. Most of the time, people are talking about inflation, but this inflation is between Russia and Ukraine. Both countries produce wheat in a level and seen all around the world. So it's really important to know that this inflation this effect of this war are affecting a lot of inflation around the world. It's affecting poor people. So, as you can see, we will not stay here and just say this inflation is just happened for no reason. The defense industry is making money. The Biden administration is using the defense industry to keep the U.S. economy afloat. And Europeans are doing the same thing, but they're paying a higher price on gas. And one of the most important things that I'm trying to highlight here is the second video that I want to show you right here. That video shows a fire in one of the Europe's biggest nuclear facility. That happened yesterday. As you can see, if you remember Chernobyl, that was the deadliest nuclear disaster in the history of history. That happened in former USSR, it happened actually in Ukraine, but Chernobyl is actually part of the Ukraine right now. All right, after the collapse of the Soviet Union, and they took out Ukraine out of Soviet Union. So as you can see, a nuclear is a fire close to a nuclear reactor. This can create another catastrophe. And now, that's not, this nuclear plant is the biggest in Europe. I mean, when I say the biggest in Europe. It got different kind of reactor and it's so huge. A catastrophe like that can create a lot of death. Let's hope this thing is contained. And the second thing I wanted to tell you is the incursion of a Ukrainian army was so surprising to the Russian that we're scrambling right now to get him out. I believe after my last meeting with a couple of people, we had understanding that it's about to go like the Russian are taking control of all the territory that the Ukrainian are doing. But we actually think why they did it. We are always asking that question, why they did it. They did it just to embarrass Putin, just to embarrass the Russian army, just to show that all the support that they're getting from like USA, the French, the German, that the Ukrainian can fight. Like I say, I got a couple of videos out there. I'm telling about how the world is run by the narcissistic people right now. The whole world is run by narcissistic, ignorant people who have a tendency to just like, do something to make people mind think differently. We shouldn't be fooled by that. We should focus on real things that matter to people as a human. So as you can see, it's encouraging. These people went in with like maybe 1,000 something people, and that's a sacrifice mostly. That's like a suicide mission when you do that, Apparently, right now, Russians take care of like a lot of these people. A lot of them are killed, but they try to evacuate a lot of places to make sure they clean up the place. Because you can't take this kind of thing lightly. In the military term, when there's an incursion, it's hard to dislodge them because like the battle zone is so wide and Russian territory is so big. Everything can work against Russia, but it's gonna be hard to dislodge them because of that. But they have an upper hand of them right now to a lot of places, and the Ukrainians are gonna be eliminated. And that's war. If you look at it, Ukrainian lost a lot of armor, a lot of couple tank, and a lot of good, actually, troop that they could use to stop the Russians from their territory. This is the reason why they didn't do it, because like they was not successful to repel the Russian in the area that they control right now. As you know, Russia controls 25% of Ukraine right now. 25%. Okay? So you look at the incursion happen by surprise, and surprise attack like that is hard to defend because the military, you have to be, the well prepared you are, the better you are. So that's what happened. Logistic take time. Logistic is the key of war. If your logistics is not good, nothing's gonna be good. So as we're looking at it right now, the Ukrainians are losing, but getting back to their thing. They think they did this so they can push the Russian backward. They can push them back so so the Russian get weak and in the area that they tried to take. But that wasn't the case because the Russian deployed some other people from the inside of the country. Remember, Russia got more army than them. So this is what is happening right now. And as you can see, these kind of things can lead to bigger war, or Russia deciding, okay, enough is enough. Let me nuke these people. Let's just hope it doesn't happen. But you cannot. If Russia feels that we're losing, this thing will go quickly. It will end quickly. So that's what Putin is. So be careful. And why this war is happening? That's because the Western world decided we're going to help Ukraine to fight Russia. Because if we didn't give him arms, if we didn't give him ammunition, if we didn't give him all the taxpayer money from around the world, they will not be able to sustain this kind of war. We will be able to talk to end this war a long time ago. But Russia offers so many options to the Ukrainian to have a talk to end the war, We're not taking it. But I really think with this, okay, this can lead to like a real war, a bigger war that Russia might decide to take over the whole Ukraine again. So this is, you got a guy on Zelensky who experience in the foreign policy is nothing. He ain't got nothing, no experience in foreign policy. The guy just like was a comedian and you become like got elected. You can't be in politics to understand everything in 4 years. Forget about that. So really, 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 the near con need to stop this kind of war because a lot of young men dying. According to our estimate, 700,000 plus Ukrainian men are dead because of this war. Let that sink in for a minute. Another two, maybe like 150,000 probably in the Russian side. These are young people who could be living right now among us, but we're gonna be dead because like these people decided to start proxy war. These proxy war kill people, and I want you to just like pay attention to these kind of stuff and push the government to stop this war. You know what I mean? The Israeli-Hamas war is going on, and that one too is raging. Let's just hope this ends soon. And thank you for watching. That's all I got today. Thank you for watching. And like I said, this can lead to a bigger war, and let's pray that doesn't happen. Thank you for coming by. Love your time. Spend your time. Like, subscribe, please. And some of the video gonna be in the updated video, okay? We're gonna update the video of some of the video that I promised you, okay? Thank you.